My name is Yalda Royan. I'm a women's rights activist from Afghanistan. On 15th of August 2021, when the Taliban took over our country, I had to leave my home and my country and move to United States. I was evacuated to the US, and then I arrived here on 23rd of August. In the beginning, a lot of the refugees had to go to the camps or the bases that were provided by the government, but I decided not to go. So when I was trying to resettle here, my colleagues from Voice helped me to find a place to stay, and then they connected me to Ms. Lindsay Harris, the wonderful attorney. When in the beginning I was talking to my friends and the other Afghan women, and I was saying that I have an attorney who is working with me on pro bono basis, they were like, "Oh, it will take at least a year until you submit your application because pro bono lawyers contact you once in the beginning of the year and then once in the end of the year." But that wasn't the case with me because I was later saying again to my friends that more than myself, it's my attorney who is cautious about the legal aspect of my stay here and my work here. She assigned two of the students who were very wonderful and who were very kind to me, and they worked with me all the way until the application for the asylum was ready. The declaration, we had a lot of back and forth because I don't speak very good English. I was making sure that they understand me, and they were so patient, and they could sometimes I was responding three times to one thing until I was making sure that I have given all the information. My application and my family's was submitted in the end of October, and then um, within 45 days there was a appointment for the interview, and on 8th of December we went for the interview to the USCIS, which was not an interview, which was more of an interrogation. And attorney Lindsay and the students stayed with me for 8 hours, or even more than 8 hours that day in the USCIS. And the hard work that they had done, the time that they had spent on my case, preparing the file for me, I was so much appreciative of all that hard work. Um, yeah, that's how I have been blessed with having Ms. Lindsay as my attorney and working with the clinic. Um, Although we haven't heard back from USCIS, now next week it will be 1 year. But Miss Lindsay has kept pushing the USCIS. I always see her emailing the asylum officer at least once in a month. She asked a congressional person to intervene, and she is very, very caring. So not only that, when I was preparing for the mock interview for the asylum, that day when I went, one of the recommendations that Lindsay had for me was to be more formal when I go to the interview. And I said, to be honest, I don't have a formal outfit or dress. And then she connected me to Asylum Works, and then from there someone called me and they even provided me with a suit. They bought me a suit. I mean, when I went to the interview, I was very formal and very chic and very good looking with the help of Lindsay, the clinic, and the resettlement agency that she was working with. So, more than that, Ms. Lindsay has been a very good moral support for me. She has been promoting me so much. I have done a lot of interviews with the international media about my case, about how refugees are resettling here and what are the challenges that they are going through, the slow immigration system or the challenges that exist in this system. And I'm one of those examples. So she has connected me to different journalists, and I have been spoken. I have been speaking about this, and she has even been careful of. I don't say anything that can jeopardize my case. So my experience with the clinic is that if I say one sentence, I am blessed. That's the only thing that I can say, because being new in this country, being so I didn't have any money actually when I had arrived, and everything that Ms. Lindsay and the clinic has done for me has been on pro bono basis, and I understand how much time they have spent on my case to prepare the file itself, to prepare myself, to prepare my daughters for the interview, and it was a very, very wonderful experience for me.